Catie's Bubbles, LVO, the standard razor, and Edwin Jagger synthetic. Stay tuned and find out how this shave goes with these three wonderful pieces of equipment. Or at least I hope this is wonderful. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're here today with another shaving video, and today we're going to use Catie's Bubbles Lavert Orange. Who knows if I'm saying that right? As usual, Chris Cullen, the skipper. Chris Cullen has a dopey name, but that's all overcome if the soap is great, and I think we've come to expect that Catie's Bubble soaps are going to be very high in quality. The scent out of the jar is green orange, just like the label would indicate, so we're going to see how this goes today. I've had my puck soaking here, and as usual I will use this balloon water and not let the soapy goodness go to waste. No sense in that. Wet my brush here and we'll get to loading. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday. It's cold out today and I'm not really looking forward to this cold winter weather that's soon coming. I really enjoy the warmer weather, to be honest with you. It's smelling better as I load it. Fragrance is getting in the air. Nice fragrance, not a Don Marco type orange, but a natural green type orange, and I think it's really nice. We'll see how it goes during the shave, however, as always. I'm gonna wet my brush just a little bit more here. Chris fills his tubs really full, so you don't have a lot of room to bloom the soap. But that's a good thing. I'd rather have more product and less room for bloom. All right, so we are loaded up here. Let me wet my face and we'll get going with the shave. All right. Well, as you'd expect already, you can already feel that the lather is going to be good. Of course, it's not good right this instant, but you just have a feel. And Catie's Bubble soaps always produce high quality lather. There's never a question about that. The only question is, just like with Barrister and Mann, Tiki, or other soap makers, do you love the scent? I feel like this scent is going to appeal to many people that are looking for that natural orange. But if you're looking for a Don Marco, a sweet candy orange, this is not going to be what you get in this soap. Now, lather is thick, as usual. You know for a fact you're not going to have any problems with quality of lather. So, looks like we're in good shape here. Let's get going with the shave, and today we're going to use the standard razor. Not a lot of talk about this razor, but this is really a fine razor in my opinion. It's got a pretty good blade gap there, as you can see. Now, some people call it mild. I don't find that to be so. That blade gap allows for some pretty good efficiency with this razor. So, let's see how it goes. Very nice. Fresh new crystal blade in here, which is also known as the Israeli Persona, which I really like. Thanks to the Stallion Anthony Esposito for turning me on to those blades. Really, really like the crystal blades. Speaking of the Stallion, last night, Pete Shivani, or I'm not even sure how you say his name. Of course, that shouldn't surprise you. The inspector, David Fernicola, and I were all talking on the phone. We were talking about Busta. And Pete came up with the name Mini Stallion. Or excuse me, Micro Stallion. And the reason he came up with that name is because if you watch Busta's videos over the last, let's say, couple of months, couple of 3 months or so, you'll notice that he's become more Stallion-like with each passing video. He took the straights, he took the Savile Row, and he's even doing the Stallion brush pump, which I'll show you here in a minute. All right, first pass is done. Let me rinse my face and we'll get back to it. Anyway, you'll see Busta doing a lot more things that the Stallion does. So he's learned a lot from the Stallion. So Now we're going to call him the Micro Stallion because he's much like the Stallion, only in a much smaller package. We thought about Latino Stallion, Mini Stallion, but Micro Stallion because the Stallion's a really big man at about 6'6" or something like that. Busta's a pretty short guy, like me. So Micro Stallion it is, and I'm sure that Busta will appreciate that. The Stallion's taught him a lot about straight razor shaving, and a lot of people really about, he's brought a ton of people to straight razor shaving. You know, of course there's the Godfather like Lynn Abrams, or the Godfather Lynn Abrams, and people like that. But recently the Stallion has been converting a lot of people to straight razor shaving. Now the Stallion brush pump is this, and you'll see him do that every now and then. I don't even know that he knows he does it, but he does. And we've seen Busta doing it as well. So, all right. Quality of the lather on this is just superb. Just absolutely top notch. Catie's Bubbles, man. I tell you, it is something special. The funny thing is, about a year ago, or a little under a year ago, let's say January, February, no one had really even heard of Catie's Bubbles. And he was just a guy in the Facebook groups with a funny kind of avatar on his account. And nobody really knew who he was or, you know, much about him. And then as time passed, people started trying the soaps. And initially, I'll be honest, people were put off with the name of the soap. And we've talked about this before. Catie's Bubbles, it wasn't a particularly masculine name, but we found later that he called the company that for his daughter, which was a very noble thing to do. And over time, people got over that, including myself, and we discovered a wonderful soap and soap maker, because he's a really incredibly nice guy. He doesn't try to bribe people, you know, with soaps. He doesn't offer free stuff. He just sells his soaps, makes it and sells it, and something to be respected about that. Rinse my face and go for pass 3. So this is another really great soap. And the scent, I'll be honest, is not going to be for everyone, because again, if you're looking for that sweet orange, it's not this. It is definitely the green variety. I really like it though. It's really natural scent. It's not super robust, but it's definitely there. And the quality is top notch. I mean, this is just great stuff. So if you haven't tried Catie's Bubbles, do yourself a favor and try them. You can get them from Catie's Bubbles website. Maggard sells them, Italian Barber. I'm glad that Chris has gotten more distribution, because these are great soaps. I think Dave McMillan also has brought these soaps to the UK. So really excellent job by Dave. All right. Final pass, which Stallion calls Money Pass. So we expect to see the Micro Stallion Busta start saying Money Pass. The standard razor here is really, I like it. It's light. It's that aircraft type aluminum. So it's really, really light. Takes some getting used to, but I find it to be a very effective and efficient razor. Some people don't care for it because it's really light, but it does a really good job for me. Speaking of what does great jobs and whatnot, there's been some debate in the forums recently about brush and the brush of the gods and what the best brush is. And I can tell you exactly which brush is the best brush. There is no best brush. And the reason I say that is because everyone has skin type. It's different. People have sensitivities that are different. Chemistry is involved. There's no best brush. And I've used a heap of brushes. The high-end ones, M&F, Simpson, Thader, Rooney, you name it. I've probably used it. And at the end of the day, for me, I love the Plisson. But that doesn't make it the best brush for everyone. There's no single piece of hardware or software that's the best for everyone across the board. So find what you like, and it can be the best for you. But just because I say it's the best, I mean it's the best for me. It doesn't mean it's the best for you. Whenever I see people make these proclamations or declarations that this is the very best, it's not the best for everybody. I'm sorry. It's the best for you. And that's something to always keep in mind when you're watching these videos. When we do a top 5 of this or that, it's the top 5 for us. You may have a drastically different experience. Okay, let me rinse my face, and we'll come back and get our aftershave and witch hazel on and close this shave out. Stand by. Hey folks, we're back. We're going to get our Thayer's witch hazel on, which I really like. This is the cucumber variety. It's nice, fresh, clean. I really like it. Just makes the face feel nice. Really helps with any irritation, things like that. And then we're going to use the fine orange, which is excellent. Fine aftershaves, just superb. There's only one brand of aftershave out there that I enjoy as much as fine as a brand, or two actually. Razor Rock and Douglas Smythe. His aftershaves are tremendous, as is Razor Rock. Those two brands. I think Douglas Smythe is rebranded to Phoenix Artisans, something like that. Tremendous aftershaves. Last a long time. They're cologne / aftershaves. Really enjoy those. Now, as to the soap, what's the verdict? Outstanding. Dopey name, great soap. No bubbles, no troubles with this Catie's Bubbles. LVO, we're going to call it. Lavert Orange or something like that. Dopey name, great soap. Standard razor, excellent. I love it. Again, nice blade gap there, you can see. This razor doesn't pick up a lot of scum, despite being black, so I like that about it. Really excellent, excellent razor. And last but not least, the Edwin Jagger synthetic, which uses a Mula knot. This is 25 millimeters. Tremendous brush. I love it. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.